Welcome back. You are still watching Money Live. Now, the South African under-20 men's football side created their own piece of history by being the first South African team to win the under-20 Africa Cup of Nations. Coach Raymond Mdaka joins us this morning after the team came back home to a hero's welcome at the OR Tambo International Airport yesterday. A very good morning to you, Coach. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Yeah, good morning, and thank you for having me.
Coach, I'm sure you're very tired. You've been doing media interviews left, right and center.
Besides the media interviews, I think we were tired right from Egypt because it was a hectic job otherwise. But other than that, you win. It covers the tiredness that is there.
I love the way you say that. Coach, we have to speak first before we speak about this Africa Cup of Nations under-20 final against Morocco, about what you've been able to do since you've been appointed as the under-20 coach. I mean, you are the COSAFA champions, and that tournament is what qualified you for AFCON. But let's speak about that, because in COSAFA, you were just scoring goals, didn't concede a single goal the entire tournament. Is that where you feel you set the correct base coming into the AFCON?
Exactly. Something that people might have not known, but it's something that gave us the confidence and the courage to say we can stand for AFCON. If you watch those games that we played in COSAFA, playing all those games, ended up not conceding, having top goal scorers, it was marvelous. But then we built from that, from the camps that we had. It gives us light to say, I think with this group of players, not excluding some that may come in, but we felt like with this group of players, if it's a core, obviously we can be able to compete in a number of competitions that we come across.
You speak about this group of players, and we know that you had some challenges going into the AFCON with some players not being available for you, the likes of Chandra Campbell, the likes of Mbegezeli Mbogazi. We know what happened with Naledi Hlongwane as well, having to come back home. You had a very thin squad going into this AFCON, including losing your captain in the first game against Egypt. But despite that, you were able to conquer. Speak to me about how you managed that with your team, also looking at the various other nations having the squad with the number of players that they wanted and be able to rotate even.
Yeah, much as we would not go back and talk about that, but it was quite frustrating, honestly. More especially when you're losing key players in your team. You lose your Mbokazi. You lose your Mabena because of the injury. You lose Chandri, who was the player of the man of the match, player of the tournament in Mozambique. You lose players like Hlongwane, who you thought would be able to assist in terms of the strikers. But you know what we did is to say, this is the situation where we are, and it didn't help for us to sit and lament because the tournament will go on. Unless if we're saying because of that we're not going to the tournament, then we said with the boys to say this is where we are. They are our boys. They did not choose not to be here. It's because of some situation and circumstances that we understand. But the fact that we have players who can play, we have got players in those positions. Let's do it for them. Let's do it. Then, indeed, for those who do not know that there is Mbokazi, there is Chandri in Egypt and so on, never thought. They thought these are the only best players that we have chosen. But other than that, we had a very good a group of players, players with characters, honestly. You see, tactics alone was not enough for them. They needed the character to show up in difficult moments and difficult situations, and we did well on that.
And showing up in difficult moments and situations, Coach, we look at how you started the tournament, a 1-0 loss to Egypt. I look at that loss and I say, I don't know how South Africa lost this game, because you were the better team in every aspect except finding the back of the net. But you pick yourself up, you find yourselves in the final. Speak to me about that final and coming into it, because tactically it looked like you and Coach Mohammed, a lot of your thinking was the same, including the formations that you like to come out with.
Yeah, maybe starting with the game against Egypt. Sometimes you say you need luck to score, but sometimes we need to be confident, we need to be composed. We need to finish those chances that we create, much as maybe we hit it post several times and so on. The fact that we're creating opportunities was a positive sign to say we can do it. And we took it and said we are a good team, and we knew ourselves, and we were still in the group stages to say the remaining games, it's a must for us to pick up, and indeed we did that. Going to the finals, see, you people need to know and see the importance of analysts. We sat down with our analyst, gave us the match, we looked at them. From the matches that we analyzed, I think the best spot on in our game was the game against Morocco. We looked at them, and their key areas of play, key moments of attack, and we were able to close them down, and it frustrated them, honestly. After 15 minutes or so, you could see, no, even if you see a team starting to put a lot of subs, and so it means somewhere, somehow, yes, they might be trying to strengthen, but in terms of the plan, it means the first plan is out. So it was a good show, and we really, like as I normally say, you see, the technical team was workaholic. We worked day and night and together with the analyst, and that gave us a result together with the boys.
And we must say a massive congratulations to you, assistant coach Garabo, the rest of the technical team, even the kit manager who says this is the first time,
yesterday,
26 years he's been at SAFA, this is the first gold medal that he has.
You know, he said it to the boys in the dressing room to say, guys, listen, I've been here. And that man can work, eh? That man. He said, I've been here for 26 years. I have never had this. But I really liked and appreciated his work ethics. The team manager, Mr. Tseka, you know, he's a fighter. And when you're out there in some other countries, it's not easy. You see, they would want to cheat you in anything that is there. But with him, you will see it's a fight in everything, but for a fight for a good cause. So I think it was a very, very good support staff with the team manager. I thank him a lot. The kid manager, you see, the boys will always look fine. When it comes to clothes, he knows how to do things, and he was also happy. And he said he will be the security, he will pray for us, and he will take care of the kids, and he did it excellently so.
I absolutely love that, Coach. And as I wrap up with you, just a quick one in terms of what the expectations are going into the World Cup. I know in that final, your heart almost stopped when we had to go to VAR to check whether or not Khumulimo's goal was offside or not. But what are the expectations going into the World Cup?
You see, sometimes you need your background. You need the matches and the games that we played to give you the direction to say, where are you, where. It's another level in the World Cup. That is the top, highest level in our football. So we're not expecting much from anything, but would be happy if we can get enough time to prepare. Just for us to prepare based on the team, we know where to improve, we know where to put up whatever, and also for us to continue with the relationship, interacting with the teams, so that we can be able to get to the players. I think that will be good for us.
Absolutely love it. Coach Raymond Mdaka, the first youth coach in South African football to lift a continental gold. Of course, the South Africa's under-20 teams are now officially the captains and the champions of the African continent. Coach Raymond Mdaka also speaking a lot in terms of how the DDC has played a crucial role, as well as those regional competitions within SAFA. So thank you so much, and a massive congratulations to the team. Let's